When you think of NASA, images of astronauts, rockets, and distant planets probably come to mind. But what if we told you that NASA's innovations are part of your daily routine, from your morning coffee to your evening workout? NASA isn't just about exploring the stars, it's about changing lives here on Earth. Since its inception in 1958, it has been at the forefront of groundbreaking technology. What many don't realize is how much of that technology has found its way into our everyday lives. From life-saving medical devices to the memory foam in your mattress, NASA's contributions go far beyond the cosmos. Welcome to the Nautical Depths, and today we'll dive into some of the most fascinating NASA-inspired technologies that make your life easier. 10. NASA's anti-rust solution, protecting Earth and beyond. Space exploration demands equipment that can endure extreme conditions, from scorching heat to freezing cold. Surprisingly, one of the most damaging challenges comes from right here on Earth: saltwater spray and fog. At coastal facilities like NASA's Kennedy Space Center, this moisture causes rust on launch structures and gantries, leading to costly repairs. In the 1970s, NASA scientists at the Goddard Space Flight Center discovered a game-changing solution. They developed a protective coating made of zinc dust and potassium silicate that effectively stopped rust. By the early 1980s, this invention had found its way into everyday use. This coating is now widely used to protect bridges, pipelines, oil rigs, and even US Army tanks. Its most famous use came in the 1980s when it was applied inside the Statue of Liberty to stop further deterioration, ensuring the iconic landmark stands tall for generations. 9. From space to comfort, the story of memory foam. In the 1960s, Charles Yost, an aeronautical engineer, worked on recovering the Apollo command module safely after landing. His expertise came in handy when NASA's Ames Research Center asked him to create airplane seats that could absorb crash impacts and save lives. Yost developed a unique type of plastic foam with a surprising ability. It could deform under pressure, absorb energy, and return to its original shape. Initially called slow spring back foam, it did more than improve safety. It also made long flights more comfortable by evenly distributing body weight. Yost later started his own company, Dynamic Systems Inc., and marketed the innovation as temper foam, now famously known as memory foam. Over the years, memory foam has revolutionized many industries. The Dallas Cowboys used it in helmets to reduce impact trauma. Hospitals incorporated it into mattress pads and wheelchair seats for patients, and shoe manufacturers created high-comfort insoles. 8. NASA's contribution to modern smoke detectors. The smoke detector was first invented in 1890 by Francis Robbins Upton. However, it wasn't until 1973 that NASA introduced an adjustable version with variable sensitivity. This advanced model was developed for Skylab, NASA's space station, to detect harmful vapors and ensure the safety of astronauts. NASA's smoke detector worked using ionization. A small amount of the radioactive element americium-241 was used to ionize oxygen and nitrogen in a chamber with two metal plates connected to a battery. This process created an electric current as free electrons moved toward the positive plate and positively charged atoms moved toward the negative plate. When smoke entered the detector, it disrupted this current by neutralizing the ions. This drop in current triggered the alarm, alerting to potential danger. NASA's innovation not only improved safety in space, but also influenced the development of more reliable smoke detectors used in homes and workplaces today. 7. NASA's scratch-proof innovation. NASA discovered that plastics were better than glass for making space visors. They absorbed ultraviolet light effectively and didn't shatter if dropped. However, the problem was that uncoated plastic scratched easily. Given the dusty and rough conditions of space, it became clear that scratch-resistant coatings were essential. Through NASA's research, visors were enhanced with diamond-like carbon coatings. These thin layers made the visors incredibly durable and resistant to scratches. This innovation didn't stay in space. It found its way to Earth. Ray-Ban sunglasses now feature coatings inspired by this technology, and Foster Grant used early versions of it to improve its eyewear range. 6. NASA's imaging technology. In the mid-1960s, NASA scientists at the Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, developed advanced video imaging software. It helped astronomers transform space probe data into high-resolution images of planets and distant celestial bodies. This same technology is now saving lives on Earth. Medical researchers adapted NASA's innovations to study human arteries instead of outer space. The California Institute of Technology licensed the technology to Medical Technologies International, MTI. Their engineer, Robert Seltzer, developed ArterioVision software. When combined with ultrasound equipment, ArterioVision performs non-invasive scans of the carotid artery, which supplies blood to the brain. This software can detect early signs of atherosclerosis, a condition that causes arteries to clog and increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes. Early detection allows patients to manage the disease with lifestyle changes, avoiding costly treatments or surgeries. 5. Insulin pumps. You might not think of NASA and diabetes as connected, but the agency has helped improve the treatment of this condition. In the 1970s, while working on the Mars Viking mission, NASA faced the challenge of monitoring astronauts' health during long missions. This led to the development of new systems to track vital signs in real time. These monitoring systems were later adapted to help people with type 1 diabetes. The Goddard Space Flight Center's research led to the creation of implantable devices that could measure blood sugar levels and automatically release insulin when necessary. This technology became the foundation for the insulin pumps we have today. 4. From space missions to earthly rescues. When a NASA shuttle separates from its rocket boosters in space, it relies on advanced technology to make the process seamless. Interestingly, this same technology has been adapted to help save lives in emergency situations on Earth. In 1994, NASA collaborated with High Shear Technology Corporation to create Life Shears, a cutting tool designed for rescue operations. Life shears are lighter, quieter, and cheaper than traditional hydraulic machines, which helps rescuers save victims more efficiently and safely. The tool uses a pyrotechnic reaction, a concept inspired by NASA's rocket booster separation, but scaled down for practical use. 3rd, LED lighting. NASA developed LED lighting for gardening in space, focusing on energy efficiency, compact design, and durability. These lights needed to be lightweight, shatterproof, and able to withstand extreme temperatures while producing various colors of light. The system could be remotely controlled, allowing ground control to adjust light levels as needed. By 2008, a full LED system was installed on the International Space Station. The technology also helped astronauts by adjusting light color and intensity to support better sleep cycles, addressing the effects of irregular sunrises in space. Today, NASA's LED technology benefits us on Earth. It's used in grow lights for home gardening, energy-efficient LED bulbs, and even health-focused lighting in offices and hospitals. 2. Cell phone cameras. Taking pictures in space was a difficult task until digital photography became available. In the 1980s, NASA used charge-coupled device imaging, which laid the groundwork for digital cameras. However, engineer Eric Fossum improved on CCD technology by developing the CMOS image sensor, which was smaller, more energy efficient, and had better performance. CMOS technology was licensed by companies like Kodak, Intel, and AT&T. Fossum even co-founded his company Photobit to further enhance CMOS technology. Today, CMOS sensors are found in DSLR cameras, dental X-rays, GoPros, and most importantly, smartphones. In smartphones, the compact and energy-efficient CMOS technology allows for high-quality photography with small cameras and low battery use. Thanks to NASA's technology, capturing sharp images with your phone or camera has become possible, bridging the gap between space research and everyday life. 1. Water filters. Astronauts need clean water, even in space. To solve this, NASA developed special water filters in the 1970s to ensure safe drinking water. Working with Umpqua Research Company, NASA created a filter called the microbial check valve that uses iodine to purify water on shuttles. This technology has since been adapted for municipal water plants, helping to filter water in cities and towns. It's also useful in areas with polluted groundwater, ensuring clean water access. Moreover, NASA has advanced its research by creating systems that recycle human waste, like urine, into drinkable water. This innovation shows that converting waste into safe water might not only be essential for space missions, but could also address water scarcity challenges here on Earth, making life on Mars and sustainable water use closer to reality. NASA's inventions often start as solutions for space challenges, but end up benefiting life on Earth in unexpected ways. So, the next time you use any of these technologies, don't forget to thank NASA. Meanwhile, subscribe to the Nautical Depths and stay tuned for upcoming videos.